open your mind and listen.
All right.
And there we are. We're here. And there was no technical mess ups tonight or anything, right? That's good stuff. All right. Well, welcome to episode 51, Uncertain Futures. Might be a slightly abbreviated show tonight. The cold or flu driven by John Deere got over me in the field and crumpled me up. So I'm feeling a little rough. Last couple months since the last time we spoke on this platform, we had Mr. Jason Hawes on. And that was pretty good. Nice successful show. Been pretty quiet since then. Taking care of a lot. Obviously, we had Christmas and a lot of family stuff. We got more grandchildren on the way. Seems to be the only thing that the Gibb clan knows how to do is pop out kids. Let's see. Yeah, that's about it. It's just damn cold. Coming up, we've got an insightful investigation we have postponed it, however, this weekend, but it was going to be, are they with us? Do people, they always say, psychics mostly say, your father that you describe, he's with you right now. Well, so we must run into that. So I think, we are going to do a session of nothing but heartfelt EVP sessions and see if our dear loved ones are with us. And then we have an investigation in Godrich in April. Beyond that, Sandy and I are headed off to Poland, Krakow specifically. No, we don't have family there. It just looked really European and it was more economical. I got the bright idea on the travel forums to ask about if there were any paranormal investigators there. Polish people are very direct. So basically, I got chirped for about 100 posts. They don't have a paranormal investigation team that I can see. I researched up and down. They have a few tour groups that will take you around to supposedly haunted places. That's not what I want. I want to work with another team like we did when we went to Amsterdam.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't seem to be a Polish thing. They're a bit more real, and I'm a bit weird for doing that. And that's okay. We don't have to think about it then. But I will.
Polish people are Catholic, so I don't imagine that was probably
Catholic. Yeah. So I'm going to take an audio device for the hotel that we're in, which is like 600 years old. Got to be somebody slaughtered in that room.
At least one person.
At least one person. At least somebody.
Like statistically, someone has to have died there.
Maybe sawed apart with ancient European torture methods.
Well,
that'd be fantastic. Anyway, so the long and the short of it, haven't got the biggest schedule of things to do over the next couple months. So this year we're going to work a lot more, kind of getting the relevance back. I know that we were kind of quiet.
Yeah, a lot of behind the scenes stuff has to go down. I mean, I got to do a lot of the social media stuff has slowed down because now I have a crazy toddler that doesn't allow me to go on my phone for longer than 30 seconds at a time. But I do have a lot of plans to do a bit more like just like grunt work, getting a lot of shit back up and going, and
so
it's in the plan.
Some observations as of late, and it's certainly something that we need to examine, because I do see the teams that are getting very popular right now and how they're getting popular. Point one, integrity is not sexy.
No.
What we do, research and just saying it as we feel it, is not sexy.
No.
Nobody wants that shit, right? What we all want is
Gack.
gack. We want confirmation that we're right. When people contact me now and say, here's my home, they want me to say, your home is really haunted. Right.
Mm-hmm.
The investigative part of it is not sexy. Look, this is going to take some time to come up with some results because we need to analyze this. Not sexy. We don't release a video every 3 days because we're not content creators. Ironically, I had actually thought, there's a psychic fair coming up in Oshawa. It's held by Eventbrite, who does it all over the bloody country. So I messaged them and I said, maybe I'd like to have a table there. How much is it? I'll pay for it. Say whatever. So they sent me back a rather long spiel. How much do you charge for your services? How long have you been at what you've been at? This and that, la la. What's your goal? And I explained it to them, and I did say that we don't charge a thing. I'm not selling a service.
Mm-hmm.
I want to educate people. So I got a message back. Now, you would think that paranormal studies and the psychic fair might be in the same catalog. But I say nay. They come back with, we're not really the kind of people that their clientele are looking for. We wouldn't fit in with all the psychics charging $70 for a tarot card reading or something. Hence, people are going to come to us when we're not charging any money, and I'll actually talk to them about it rather than saying $75. So I guess what we do isn't sexy. I'm now seeing teams that have a tenth of the exposure out there that we do, with 10 times the amount of likes on social media. To me, that's pittance. But really. But the thing is, and I didn't realize it until somebody had explained to me a while ago. Besides the fact you can advertise, you want to pay that kind of money, but you can buy likes.
Yeah. So this is gonna age me a little bit, but when I used to go on Tumblr as a teenager, many, many moons ago, you could buy likes, and you could also do essentially what's called a follower train, and it was a website that you would follow 1,000 people and they would follow you back, and you would then eventually generate likes because you have so many followers that someone's ought to like whatever you posted. So yeah, it's the purchasing likes and followers has been in the works for a long time for various content creators, and it's evident because a lot of social medias you can actually go and track followers, especially for big influencers and content creators, and you can see the rise and fall of the followers as bot accounts get deleted or get recreated, or sometimes when you buy likes and follows, it actually forces random people to follow you. I've followed content creators that I've never even seen a video of theirs before, so it's just an automatic spiral through.
I thought a Tumblr was like a mug.
Yes, Tumblr, Tumbler, is a mug. Tumblr without the E is similar to MySpace almost. It's a blog.
I had to make my expected middle-aged post there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm aging myself right now talking about Tumblr because I'm pretty sure the only people that use Tumblr now are furries. I don't know.
So, I mean, the long and the short of it, there are teams that, let's just say, I'm not saying that we're better. We're not, but we're certainly more exposed, maybe a bit more
Sure.
experienced. And they've got 30, 40,000 followers. Like we've got 6 or 7,000 followers. These are all generic, like generic. They're organic. Our followers followed us, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't understand some of this shit. Like buying likes, same thing. You can buy likes on Instagram and all that. And I'm afraid that I don't want to play it.
Nothing's real.
Right. And I mean the popular thing now with groups, and I'm not throwing shade on. But like when I start seeing paranormal now, it's not about investigators, it's about tour groups.
Yeah.
That's the really hot thing to do. But but that's a different investment altogether. Like, even like talking to Elliot, the amount of money that he has to invest in what he does, it's a business. It gets, and he's unlike a lot of them, and I've heard a lot of them online. He's a little bit more researched. Elliot gives me research notes, so I can't complain. So it's kind of a split investigative, and the unfortunate thing is that a lot of them aren't now. Even the teams that I would consider investigators, all they do now is like public investigations. So they're tour groups. And then of course, what is the real draw to that is the machines that blink and go boop, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everybody wants immediate satisfaction now, and maybe it's a sign of the times. I guess with everything at the sight of your phone, you can press a button, you get an answer, you get Chat GPT or Grok or whatever the fuck all that is.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden you have an immediate answer, and that answer has to be good. So that's what people are looking for. I don't know where or what things changed. And as you can see, my notes. These are my notes. I'm trying to show you all my notes. All right. Podcast. I'm a lot like I don't write things on my phone because I can't type those stupid little letters, especially without the autocorrect. Although now my autocorrect doesn't correct fucking. If I say something fucking wrong, it used to correct it to ducking. And I'm like, what the hell is ducking? That's even stupider and ruder. So it doesn't.
I changed it in my settings.
I can't do it. So I think there are things that I don't like about what's going on right now, like the places that you can rent, which are all in the States, which I realize that we're taking a little bit of a break right now with the States just because of the climate that is right now. I not even one way or the other. Not saying one person's one person's right. It's just there's just too much anger going on right now, and I don't need it. So, we're not going down there. But all those places that are all famous all change their claims. Like there are some places we've gone back 3 times, right? And each time you go, there's a different room for a different claim this time. And I'm like, but this was like the boiler room. And now all of a sudden it's the front medical office, So there's consistency issues that are pissing me off, and it's happening here too. See, I'm having to read, and I don't have good reading when I write. But I'll tell you what's killed everything. COVID. Now that we're far off of it, it really killed investigation. Before COVID, CHAPS, we ran 3 offices.
Yes.
We had 24 investigators. We did 8 to 12 investigations a month. We were producing a video a week. And it was different too. We had paranormal 101s that we would teach people, and then we would have paranormal 101s that we would have on our own team. Sometimes we have members, but always to keep up, like, hey, we bought a new DVR system, we're going to set it up, get everybody to know. That used to take 3 days. 3 days. We'd get together, and just 3 days we'd stay. We'd bring food and all kinds of stuff.
I don't even think you could select people for a paranormal
No,
101.
you know what? Back then, when you were new, you didn't go through a hazing period, but you went through a nude period, right? You bought the coffee, all that kind of stuff. You couldn't even get somebody to do that now, because it would be like, well, what are you expecting from me? You know, people now are like,
I'm just thinking about like a 101. Like I was like, oh, I could advertise one. We could rent a space. That's all fine and dandy. It's getting people to show up. That would be a whole other thing.
nobody wants to be taught. They already know.
They can Google everything.
That's right. Google is everything. And even within your own team. Like right now, when it comes to chaps, you know, we do have some long-term guys like John, which depending on the vicinity we have, and we have some outliers that are contributors. But there's very few core now, and really, like just getting people together to do an education session is also a pain. Everybody already knows. Everybody already knows everything. New members, when you're a new member, back in the day, you wanted to impress and show how much you wanted to be there. The last 8 new members we've had haven't been worth a toss, right? You get in there and then you don't answer investigation tenders that we put out. You don't converse with the rest of the team. It's just, the team is just, what it is, his priority is like, we'll talk or show up when something sounds cool and we want to.
I think there's no commitment. There's no commitment. It's I wouldn't even say it's a hobby. It's like something that they're attached to. Like their name is attached to this team, but there's no actual legitimate commitment there.
Right.
That, they'll hold a spot in their calendar. Like when you posted for the Goderich investigation, before it was even confirmed, it was held in my calendar so that I knew that once it was booked, there's nothing going on top of that. Like I make arrangements.
You, I, and Abby are in there. I already had the hotel room booked and everything that day. And then nobody else, at the very least, Shannon came in and had explained that she was going to be out. So, where it really comes down to it is, but before COVID, I beat people off to not be on this team.
Yeah.
Emails, DMs, it was, now we advertise and the people that come to it are a totally different kettle of fish. Or they come and they get their thrills on an investigation and realize that, it's not like it is on TV, folks. You're not going to get into a fight with a ghost. You're probably not going to see, hear, or feel a ghost. It'll be a sound file you'll get later. And I
tell all my friends it's boring.
Yeah. So, and then really, the final point to all this that I think has destroyed it for all of us is AI.
Yeah.
The amount of fake shit I see online now is AI. Yeah. The fact that, I had a bunch of projects I wanted to do with CHAPS this year. One of which was, it's been over 10 years since we've done a photo routine. Look, I've got a white beard now. Back then it was brown. So I want to keep the integrity going and take some recent pictures. I said, you know what? Let's go out and take some nice pictures. We don't need to do that. All we got to do is plug something in, and all of a sudden, I'm standing on the edge of a castle. I'm investigating this castle. My guy at work, and I don't know how to do this shit, had me sitting at my desk. And he says, hey, you took a picture of me. 5 minutes later, there's a video of me getting out of my desk. A guitar ends up in my hands, and I'm playing a solo. I don't know how to play guitar, but it looked real. So I'm thinking to myself, there's no need for us to go out and do effort anymore. So I'm going to ask you guys is, what kind of situation do you want yourself in? You tell me, maybe a jail cell. And what do you want to be wearing? And how tall do you want to be? How thin do you want to be? And we'll be the sexiest fucking team. But this is what everybody else is doing. I'm seeing all these pictures of all these teams. Like I saw a team that I know that's somewhat local. And there's like 6 of them standing in a graveyard, and there's like that great green hue behind them, like Revenge of the Living Dead or something. And they've all got, you know, oops, I just spilled water on my keyboard. You know, the look. Look, they got that from Jason Hawes. Jason Hawes is like the king of crossing his arms. But that's him. But now everybody has to do it. Now we do pictures like that now just to chirp on that. But it's almost like there's no effort needed. And I've seen
Yeah.
shots now like where ghosts are flying through the room and this and that. What's the point? Especially now if AI can create audio.
Well, that's my biggest concern is what's trustworthy, you know, even for our own. Like if let's say we went viral, you know, and we were to post an audio bit of something we've seen, and you know, my concern is, let's say we got, you know, millions of views, who's going to believe it? Because I've had people, even from SJJ, when we had a video bit of the cupboard closing on its own in the kitchen, and someone was like, "Oh, it was like this." They commented something that didn't make sense. So it's like people don't even trust things right in front of their face.
Right.
So when it comes to audio bits, we can't prove the sound was made. There's literally no way other than the sound we're providing.
AI is going to wreck everything. You name it. People don't even have to think anymore. It drives me nuts. And of course, you're seeing teams out there that are primarily made up of psychics. And again, with psychics, I don't have anything against psychic, but there's a lot of people out there that say that they're psychic and sensitive and whatever, and they do it for the attention of it. And it's a great thing because there's no confirmation. I can walk into a house and say, you know what? You have a portal in your basement that's made up of demogorgons or what else. That's a word I just heard. So,
Stranger Things.
Yeah. So this is where I see the concern about the uncertain future. It's not the uncertain future for my team. I'm old. Nothing's going to affect me. I research because I want to. If you don't like my product, you could take 2 of these. My team is primarily made up of my family. So they're going to look at their paternal head and go, hey, we're with you. And they'll do it because they've grown up around it and they have faith in it. But I will not lose my integrity by bullshitting everybody. I thought maybe we should do an AI video and release it and make it sexy. So that people are like, wow, sexy shit. Right? And I'm going to come in there and I'm going to make sure that my chest is much. I'm going to be, I don't know who's big now. I'm the size of The Rock. Who I think is a total dipshit, right? So I don't want to be him. Yeah, so that's kind of the long and the short of it. Yeah, I mean, it's you know, video killed the radio star, AI killed the paranormal investigation. You know, I don't have anything else to say about what I'm doing. I closed the book on it. It was a pretty short vet tonight. We're going to have about 7 more minutes worth of yapple. I can imagine even with something like this, the commitment. How many people are watching right now?
2.
2. One is Sandy.
I'm sure the other is Brandon.
One is Brandon. Right, so our spouses. So I'm not concerned about the uncertain future of CHAPS. CHAPS doesn't give a shit what other people think.
We got up to 5 at one point.
Well, it's a damn shame, and it's a good night for me to feel as rough as I do. But I had to get this off my chest, and that is I hate artificial intelligence.
And most like content creator-esque, I know we're not like content creators, but most people that provide content do. You know, if you ask the average, like,
well, it's killing them too.
Average. Well, that's the thing. If you ask the average, like, non-big, oh, it's Abby and Kevin. Wow, our own spouses don't give a shit.
So Sandy isn't even on.
No.
Oh my God! And your husband isn't even on.
Do you know what? He's probably asleep after taking Benadryl.
Yeah, I guess we are all.
But but any like non-big actor, like if
I
you
know.
ask like a C-list how they feel about AI, they hate it because their whole fucking career is dependent on them acting, and AI can just take over that and
So
create.
I would ask,
There's movies being released that are entirely AI.
what do you want from us, people? Do you want an AI generated CHAPS video? Do you want us to fabricate evidence to make it sexy? I can tell you that we've got one decent EVP from the SJJ, which I'm still,
Sandy's here somehow,
yeah,
but there's only 2 viewers.
yeah, but we're gonna get hopefully the SJJ up and rolling. Um, but it's not sexy. The video is not sexy, but maybe I just need different ways of filming videos to make them sexy, like running through with a cape. But I don't know. Maybe I could be like a stripper that
A
investigates.
cape. Oh, you want to put on some like pleaser heels and
I'll be flinging around a pole at a club, and out
that's
of my right eye,
sexy.
I'm going to see something in the window, and I'll fly across the room. Well, AI can make me do that. I'll fly across the room. Of course, I will be naked. So, and I will attack whatever's in the window. And then I'll turn around and I will smile. Of course, now, this will be the AI shit. I don't know
You
if
have
people.
teeth?
No. I have many, many missing teeth, people. I think people know that. And that's how real I am. I have like 13 teeth in my mouth. I pick up my dentures next Thursday.
He pulls them out when he's bored.
Yeah. I don't have dentures yet, but I bit the bullet and I paid for some, and I'm going to have some dentures next week. I had the final fitting today, and I paid them today. So if you want to send by GoFundMe or what is it? What's all the other ways to send money?
E-transfer,
E-transfer,
PayPal.
PayPal. I need $948. That's what my insurance didn't cover. So send me the money. Oh yeah, my trip cost $3,000 to go to Poland, so you can send me that money too. And then I got to buy some new equipment. Do you know how old our equipment is?
Really old.
Yeah, like our Handycam, which we paid fucking $2,000 for. Or whatever.
We're working with a really old video camera. I'm not gonna lie. Like every time we pull it out, I have no problem using it. But I think about like current vloggers who are using like cameras that are like this big. We're still like fully.
I want a physical camera.
No, there's still physical cameras, but like a lot of people use I don't even know what brands they're, but they're just smaller. They're more. They're
like our one Sony cam, which still has a hard disk in it. I bought that off Kevin. It's like, I think I checked the serial number on it. It's like from 2001. So we have a 25-year-old video camera. We use that for like backup side room video. We don't have enough cord to get somewhere.
Yeah, I feel like we could probably use a new video camera. I mean,
like even our actual SLR, the initial one, I bought that at a flea market because I told him, remember, I opened it up and the battery compartment was all corroded to shit because he put the batteries in backwards.
nice.
I told him his battery transducer was busted. A lie. And I got the camera for $10. And I got that 15 years ago. It was already 15 years old. So it's 8 megapixel. Well, I've been using that camera for 30 years.
Yeah, we could probably upgrade quality wise.
But we have a couple toys that are more trigger object toys. I don't really.
Yeah, but I don't like using them.
I got rid of all those. I had all those apps. Remember the SJJ when I said that we were going to do our unscientific night, and I put like 6 apps on my phone. What garbage shit those things are. And
I'm glad I was sick.
We were so involved in these stupid apps and whatever. Remember how sick I was that night. Like I was hospital worthy sick. We never investigated the main floor.
The main area where we get all of our evidence.
You know, we did do upstairs. We did do the actual spot. And I thought that I was kind of interesting because let's reiterate, I was sick. You know,
Yeah, so was I. I was quite
I
ill.
was crawling around on my hands and knees. I should not have.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, you were struggling too.
But I took the opportunity to go up there and do an EVP session. Being that sick, I thought maybe this is going to draw, maybe an experiment on myself. Let's see if this draws some different kind of energy. I don't think it taught us anything, but it was tried. But that's real. That's not AI. I suppose with AI, we could really make that an interesting investigation. I worry about what AIs. I already do, because how many of these news reports are we seeing where it's probably AI? You know, I'm going to come home and AI is going to be with my wife because it'll look like me. Are you real?
Yeah. Sadly, right now, I'm tired, man. Having a toddler is not for the weak.
If I wasn't real, I'd be I'd make myself so much better looking. Completely. I'd have a full head of hair now because it's a little. Like
You know what? You still have a lot of hair, and so does Paul.
I get a lot of hair.
Have
Almost 60, yeah. But you know what? Like I got white hair here, and here, and here, and here, and here, and here, and it's brown here, and here, and here, and here. So I'm gonna look like one of those Moshishi dolls, you know, with like crazy hair, but it's different colored everywhere. And this fucking beard was brown 6 months ago, and then it was
no, it wasn't.
No, it
No, it
wasn't.
wasn't.
No, it
No, it
was.
wasn't.
And then it was a little bit of white
No.
here and there. Now it's a little bit of brown here and there.
Okay, it's been a couple of years. I'm going to tell you that.
It has not been that long.
Yes.
Pictures out. I was not a graybeard at that point.
I'm going to say it's been a couple of years.
Maybe it's having 225 grandchildren.
Okay, I produced one of them. Okay.
Yeah, one kid. Whatever. So many more to come.
No.
All right. So guess what? We vented off about stupid shit for the last half an hour. We got some stuff off our chest. We wanted to get back out there and have a podcast. The next one, we're going to have a guest. I'm going to see maybe I'm going to get some Sasquatch talk. Seems to make it very popular. And maybe
Yes, it does.
we need to start being a Sasquatch team.
I wonder if instead of doing an in-person 101, could we do a virtual 101 live stream?
AI?
No.
Or
What?
Or you mean like we're doing something in the field? Like looking for
That, or just do a similar StreamYard event and just have the questions there.
Maybe so. I want to have a one-on-one. I want to talk to people. I want to teach people. But nobody's
We
interested.
could do an investigation 101. We could advertise that. $5 a person.
But we can do that this way.
Yeah, but in person's better. If they get in the way, then we can correct them.
Yeah, maybe. All right. Well, that's just us talking now. So everybody else in the world of the paranormal, we thank you very much for spending some time with us, even though there wasn't that many people here tonight. And stay real. Stay off AI. AI sucks.
Bye. Yes, it does. Bye. Oh, what the fuck? We'll end.
How do we